Hello, you mob. What's going on? I'm joined today on the couch by Ron. So, first off, to start with, I'm going to get Ron to explain a little about his role and what he does.
Okay, thanks Tyson. Hi everyone, Ron Naden. I'm the Cultural Support Manager with Pathfinders, and I also coordinate the National Aboriginal Birth Certificate Program for all Aboriginals across Australia. Port Augusta was probably on our list back in February to come and do, and I think there was some personal situations, maybe in the community that we couldn't make it. So I scheduled it back to the 2nd of April, which will be here Wednesday, and we're over at the Salvation Army Corps, and it's in Carlton Parade in Port Augusta. Mate, we want everyone to come along that hasn't got a birth certificate, and all those who never had their birth registered. Birth, death and marriages will be with me, Tyson. They've been great. They come to Murray Bridge and down to Port Mount Gambier, and we had some good registration numbers there, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to get our kids registered and get on that, registration list so they can get their birth certificate. It's the most important thing today.
Yeah, that sounds really good, mate.
Yeah.
Next question is, could you tell me a little bit more about the Pathfinders birth certificate program?
Well, the program commenced back in 2015, and we did it on a trial base, and we had philanthropists funding to undertake that program back then. And that program ran into 2017, and then the funding then stopped. We picked up around about 8,000 applications for Aboriginals across the places we went. We went into Queensland and basically throughout central New South Wales. Then we had a lapse for 2018, and I come back in 2019. And from that period to date, we've now done over 22,000 Aboriginal birth certificates for all our mob across Australia.
So high numbers, real high numbers, eh?
Yeah, we're still down. We're still down. We estimate about 200,000 that have never had their birth registered or have a birth certificate. So we're getting there. It's
about a tenth there on the way.
Yeah, we're a slow process, but hopefully we'll be around a little bit longer, and we can get some things happening.
Yeah, no, that sounds real good, mate. So you'll be in Port Augusta tomorrow conducting this program. Could you tell us about what you're hoping to get out of the event?
The event starts around 9:30, and we're going to be there till around about 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. What we would like to get is as many Aboriginal people to come in and, those who haven't been register their birth, as well as get a birth certificate, apply for their birth certificates. But we want to try and pick this up for future references as well down the track, where we can come back, maybe in 6 months, hypothetically, it could be going 9 months, but we'd like to sort of get that period of time in between planning, because I'm booked right out now till October from this stage on. So, and I just had this little window of opportunity to pick back up Port Augusta from February to tomorrow. So we want to sort of see as many mob we can that haven't got a birth certificate. Even come in and say hello to me, and I'll sing a song to them and all that, but
get the guitar out.
Get the guitar out. But we certainly want to come back, and I didn't want this community to miss out. So I had it on my radar, and we're here now. We just hope that everyone can make it over there to the old shopping centre there in Carlton Parade.
Yeah, well, it's going to be good for the community as well.
Yeah.
This program, so it's going to be, hopefully we get the numbers.
Well, that's right. And if numbers don't pick up, I've got a little brochure that was set up, and I've left them out there with Gail. I just brought one in on this little brochure. Turn over the back, there's a QR code for those who are pretty up to speed with the QR. That gives the background of our program on there, and they've also got an area in there to put in their inquiry, so they can submit their inquiry that they need a birth certificate. That comes to me in 5 minutes, and then I distribute it out to my staff to send out a package to that family. And it cuts a lot of the middle players out, where a lot of our health services get snowed under with all our births out. Just Ron, you just get over here yourselves, and do it. We got enough out happening. This helps alleviate a lot of that problem, having that QR code, and they can go in there. So we're trying to keep up with technology. And unfortunately, I know that a lot of our mob haven't got phones and a lot of services in areas, but they can go to the local organisation and get the details.
No, that sounds real good, mate. What do we need to know when we come along to the event? So, does anything we need to bring, or just walk on in and say, "Hey, I need a birth certificate"?
It's not set down for appointments. It's open. Come in. I've got staff with me to be able to pick it all up. What we ask them to bring along, particularly mums with little children, is a Medicare card, because they've got their children's details as well as theirs, and any other identification. Any of the kids under 16, mum has to apply for them, and then she needs to have that Medicare card and maybe a driver's licence or a pension card or a healthcare card. That's all we ask them to bring in. I've nearly got it narrowed down with all the birth, death and marriages crew across Australia that a lot of our mob can't get ID to get this primary document first. This is only part of the first stage of 100 points, the birth certificate, and we want to make sure that they get it. So we're trying to make it a lot easier for our mob, and this is where birth, death and marriages have really come alive in that sense. They going back a few years, they just really put up obstacles left, right and centre, but now they're understanding, and I have regular catch-ups with them, and so that's with all the crew, Perth, here, Queensland, New South, ACT, Tassie. So we've got a good connection there. We're leading a lot of their non-government organisations with this program. Because of the numbers that we've picked up, and we've seen a lot of other local organisations getting some levels of birth certificates come into their communities by their birth, death and marriages crew. So they're making it easier, and if they just bring that identification with them, Tyson, they'll get over the line. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, sounds real good. So you hear that, mob? Just bring any ID that you have, Medicare card, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if
it's got a name on it.
Just come in. If they come in and see me, we'll try and work out a way about and get something. In some cases, we may have to get an Aboriginality form from a local organisation where they're from, and that helps to get over the line as well.
Yep. All right. Do you have anything else to add to this?
Look, no, it was a fantastic 21-hour trip to come across here. I know a lot of my family members have been over this way before. That's the first time for me. Love Whyalla. Went down and had one of the best feeds I ever had, I think. I know I'm going to go back there today, but it was just good to come across here. As I said, 21 hours in the car, but that's nothing. Because even if I get 20 people tomorrow, it was all worth its while doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and also meeting other people and people getting to know me personally. I've been with this national program, which makes it easier for them as well.
Yep, yeah. No, that sounds real good, mate.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good thing you're doing for the community.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well, anyways, thank you very much for joining me. It's been really good to have a yarn and discuss the program. Yep. So, I suppose we'll wrap it up, and thanks again.
Thank you very much, and for everyone here that's been involved with it too, thanks. And see all the mob tomorrow.
Yeah.